Hello and welcome to the VR Cauldron, and in this video we'll be talking about this, the weirdest facial interface I've ever seen for any Quest at all. So firstly, when you get your Quest 3, you get the good old standard facial interface, pretty boring, pretty cloth, absorbs all your sweat, and eventually, if you work up a bit of a sweat in VR, it's going to smell a bit manky. So pretty soon I replaced it with this facial interface from AMVR, did a video on it. It's a bit cheap feeling compared to the official Oculus one, but it offers what you need, especially if you're exercising in VR, which is a faux leather face pad. So I was very interested when I saw this. This is that facial interface for your Quest 3 that has gaps in the sides, because people get hot when they're exercising in VR, and there's been lots of different ideas like vents at the top, fans running all the time that we need charging up and stuff like that. And to be fair, this seems like a really good idea, but I can see why no one's ever done it before, because when people are in virtual reality, they don't want to see surroundings and stuff like that. They want to feel totally immersed. But now with the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S having the colour pass-through cameras and augmented reality becoming a thing and being pretty damn good, it makes a lot of sense to have something like this, because not only is it going to let more air into your face, it doesn't matter that much that you can see your surroundings, because you can anyway, because that's the whole idea of augmented reality, you see it. So it does mean that what you see out of your peripheral vision through the sides is actually better quality than what you see through the cameras. So for that, it's a really good idea. But how does it work in practice? So I was very excited, I got it on, and I did my usual stress test of these things, which is Thrill of the Fight, which is a brilliant VR boxing game. It doesn't have any sort of weird game mechanics. You have to swing yourself when you get tired. You aren't as effective in the game. It's brilliant. It's been out forever. It's cheap. The second one is coming out too, but this is so cheap that if you haven't got it yet, you need to get it. It's fantastic. And it is brilliant exercise that I'm really trying to do more of. But how does it work with this? Well, at first, it seemed really good. The first thing you notice when you put this on is that the light around you can actually get to the lenses. Because the light around you can get to your lenses, you get a few kind of artifacts and it doesn't look quite as good when it's all pitch black, but it's okay, especially for augmented reality. For virtuality, where you can't see your surroundings, it's definitely not as good of an experience. However, it's not bad, but it's better if the room's a bit darker. So I started boxing, everything seemed to be going well, but this has two massive flaws. Firstly, it kept cutting out. I was boxing away and it kept stopping, and I started thinking, what is that? I've got no idea. Why does it keep stopping? That's so annoying. And I realised that there's an infrared sensor there, and because there's like a gap and light getting in, sometimes it doesn't seem to be detecting your face. So it thinks you've actually taken off the headset whilst you're boxing or playing, whatever you're playing. So it disconnects because it thinks you've put it down. Today actually is the first time I've done it in a really lit room, and you cannot use this interface in a lit room. It won't even turn on. So if you have this and you think your thing's broken, try just shoving your finger down there and covering the sensor. It'll come on, because it's not meant to come on if it thinks the headset's off, which it does when you've got this interface. There is an easy fix for that, but I wish they'd done something. So all you have to do is put a little bit of blue tack or a bit of tape or something over that, and then that problem will be solved. So I've put a bit of duct tape there, and that does the trick. So you do that, you got this cool interface now, yeah? Not quite, because this is meant to keep you cool, aerated, not too hot. So obviously if you exercise in VR, it's something you're going to consider, but they're still using this old annoying thing. It's comfortable, but it's cloth, so all the sweat's just going to seep into it. It's manky. Luckily though, I was able to take this one off the AMVR one and shove that on there, because it does actually fit. So coupled with the bit of blue tack in there and the leather pad going on, this became the best augmented reality facial interface that you can get for your Quest 3. They're probably going to release one at some point for the Quest 3S as well. If they do, I really hope they revise this one and release that one with a faux leather pad option in the box. It's £40. It's bloody expensive, yeah? I had to buy it myself because Meta gave me nothing. Bitter me. I'm bitter. I'm not bitter, really. But to be fair, I think they would have given me stuff and they wanted to tell me all about it, but I had to sign this thing to say that if I didn't want to go with them, I wouldn't tell them what they said to me, which says to me that they were trying to buy my ass. So I said, no, man. No, thanks. That's what I said. I don't want to be on no Meta partner program and get you free stuff and say everything's amazing and say, oh, but Meta never asked me to say things are amazing. This is my opinion. And let me tell you something negative that no one cares about, just so it makes it look like I'm being negative and fair. Anyway, I digress. So, this is actually very good, but it needs a little bit there. So if they could add, where it attaches there, just a little flap that can flip down and cover the infrared sensor, include a leather bit, then that would be brilliant. Still not worth 40 quid though. However, if it's going to get you exercising, it's getting you a bit cooler, it probably is worth it paying that, but it's still not worth it. Yeah, it should be about 25 quid max, really. So I say, AMVR, Kiwi, release your version. Destroy them. Until then, you've got to buy the Meta one. Now you can get these pads from various different companies, VR Cover, I think possibly AMVR as well, so check out those. I'll try and find some before I post this video. If I find a place where you can just get these pads that'll fit, I will link it in the description. I will link this in the description as well. It's just going to be an Amazon link, but it'll be an affiliate link, so if you use it, I might get a few pence back, which is going to help the channel. So, yeah, that. I quite like it, but it's way overpriced, and they didn't include everything you need. Also, if you use a lens protector, forgot about this nearly, yeah, they don't stay in as well because of the empty sides. So if you've got it there lying around and the sun's out, just be careful, yeah? So don't aim it at the sun. You shouldn't anyway, even if you have got a lens protector. So yeah, forgot about that. Anyway, that's it though. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that or got something out of it, don't forget to like the video. If you hated it, thanks for staying to the end because that actually helps quite a lot. But you can still dislike it as well. And until next time, play safe. That's calling someone on the phone. Hello.